Particularly got a theme because I've been busy doing stuff like tidying my bedroom, playing with my new bass amp, which I'm going to possibly play later in this video. So it's just a free-for-all week again. I like doing these weeks, they're quite fun, and I just ramble on about things, and nothing is like needed to be said properly, if that makes sense. Out of general boredom, I am going to play my amp, but I need to set it up. So while I set it up, I will talk to you about what's going on in my life. Well, if you looked on the news recently, I don't know if this is worldwide, or I don't know if it is just in the UK. So Alex, you might be able to correct me on that, or just fill me in. There's been a lot of problems going on in places like Africa and Norway are the two most specific places. There's been loads of attacks in Norway. I think it's Norway. I'm going to sound like a complete cunt if I got that wrong. But there's been loads of attacks in Norway, and there's something going on in Africa. I don't know what it is. Still, that makes me sound like a cunt as well. And it's really hard to kind of come to a standstill with that, where you stand and everything. I don't know what was I saying. I've forgotten. Alright. And also one more thing I will explain after I showed you my bass amp. I'm not showing you because that means moving the camera, and I'm a lazy person, and it does mean whenever I walk away from the laptop I have to talk a lot louder. That's the one. Because you can talk a lot nothing happens. Okay, so my bass amp is a White Horse BP80. It's 80 watts. It's a lovely little bastard. I don't know if you can hear it, by the way, but I'm just going to whack some bass up on it. Put the bass boost on and assume the position. Oh fuck, that's a higher amp than my last one. Yeah, that's what it is. I've forgotten how to play that one. I love that song. What's it called? I love that song. It's brilliant. Wait, there's silence outside now. Yeah, it kind of, like any other bass amp, it just breaks up when you play loads of notes quickly. I don't know if that's just a side effect of my epicness on bass. That's the first time I've ever played bass in a YouTube video. Wait. I played drums the other day, properly for the first time, on a decent drum kit that I had with my friends. I played with a band called Shock Hazard, link in the description to their Facebook page. They're an absolutely, like, if you liked classic rock music, like AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, well not Led Zeppelin, kind of the bands who used to kind of just get on stage and scream and shout and smash their instruments about, that was brilliant. We went to this place called Wellspring Family Church, which is where they had the band practice, because their singer is heavily religious, I think. And what happened is we were playing through their version of Love the Way You Lie, which is kind of a rocky, kind of grungy, but not screamo, if that makes sense. And what I did was I was doing drums, so I was going and lacking any beatboxing skill at all, but I was actually on drums, and I got so into it, and I was like smashing all the cymbals and everything, and right at the end, as Jake did the last scream, out of adrenaline I just went with the sticks, and it was what's the word, fucking epic, just to put it bluntly. My god, that person's got pink hair. Fucking hell. Sorry. Don't think that's a real hair, it looks like a wig. What else was happening? I finally, if you follow me, no wait, I haven't mentioned this anywhere. I did graphic design at I did graphic design at GCSE, and in about a month exactly, actually, I get my results. But I've been told it's an A, like by 1 mark, and that is fucking brilliant. But I've kind of found that I'm really bored over the holidays, and because I've got nothing to do, because I'm doing this weird fucking transition between high school and college, I have nothing to do, so I got bored, so I started designing things, and my friend said to me, you should start a design company up. And I did, and there's this long meaning behind the name of it, and yeah, I'll put the link at the end of the video along with the logo, because I'm proud of the logo. I can't click it and show you because that'll stop my video. Anyway, just go on and ramble like I have. Don't edit if you don't want to, because I'm lazy and I can't be bothered. And I've got 3 fucking videos to film. One is, actually I'll show you this one. My dog got a toy. You probably just heard that. It's this weird little thing, and if you shake it, I'm waiting for the sound, by the way. We could be a while. Not that one. That one. That's one of the most demonic things I've ever heard in my entire life. But I'm making a video about that, a video about planking, and a video about my douchebagness to religion, because I'm kind of an asshole when it comes to people trying to convince me about religion. Anyway guys, I'm going to shoot off now, and I'm going to maybe edit, maybe not. Bye-bye!